What's up? It's me, your friend Aspiring Spike.
Maybe not. I guess we need to get Islander Plains here. Yeah, the match-up quality at O2 is pretty bad, and EV is bad, and people are less excited. A lot of reasons not to play at O2. Yeah, no, that does sound pretty sick, though. If only Keenan was just not, like, the most fragile card in the world. I think it's probably nice to just spend this turn suspending Profane Tutor against an opponent who very likely just has a counterspell up. Maybe they'll counter the Lotus Bloom next turn, we can get Teferi, maybe they'll, like, Tidebinder it. Relic doesn't let you add mana off Karn Paradox Engine. What does Honor Warren and Shikaku do? You tap a legendary and untap it? I mean, it's still a mana rock that untaps with Paradox Engine. Yeah, but Borderpost Paradox Engine also sounds kind of cool. I guess if they had Tidebinder, they would have already used it, but... I could go for Teferi into Beseech here. I think I'll just suspend Profane Tutor. It's just so nice on these turns where like they're just holding up counter spells. If you just get to suspend Profane Tutor, it's just kind of a blowout. Ever run into opposing Teferis? Not really, but Teferi's also just not a very common card in Modern right now. I in the average league I play, I'd probably expect to run into like 0.3 or 0.4 Teferis. So like less than one Teferi a league on average. Opponent just discarded Stone Rain for turn. Holy shit. Who would try to blow up lands in a Modern match? I get Thoughtseize. What a hand, dude! What a hand. So if we bounce the Tidebinder, they gotta like tap out for Fire Ice on their turn. Not that they have another thing that stops me. Don't activate because Tidebinder. Teferi always beats Tide. You can never Tidebinder a Teferi, gamers. Why did they flash Tidebinder? Chat is so Tidebinder brain, they forgot how Teferi works. So Tidebinder brain, they forgot the text on Teferi time raveling. Wow, Tidebinder is great against Teferi because Teferi has an activated ability it can counter. Just delete these three things when they cast Fire Ice. So I guess we get Zuran Orb off this Karn. Yeah, well, it's very funny to be like, okay, against my opponent's Zuran Orb deck. Oh wait, did I? Okay, I didn't use the As Foretold. I think I almost thought I misclicked. I'm gonna Zuran Orb myself twice against my opponent's hand with two Stone Rains, just countering them basically. How does this deck win the game? They just concede to it every time. Also, there's also that they just concede to the restore balance most of the time. Since when is Stone Rain a modern thing? Listen, my opponent's deck looks pretty bad, if I'm just gonna be honest. I don't want to sweat it too much. Yeah, they have the dream of like Stone Rain plus Blood Moon is a combo, because you play Blood Moon and then you take 2 turns of Stone Rain, their basics, you know? Yeah, only scam players don't concede, because they just all land Voidwalker, Voidwalker. That's true. They probably shouldn't be conceding. We drew 6 bricks in a row. The deck is pretty consistent at doing the thing, and I really like being able to play discard spells in the shell. Feels so nice compared to like the Cascade version. Well, you can play like the pitch spells too. You know, there's definitely pros. I'm gonna keep this. This hand's pretty good if we draw Profane Tutor, As Foretold, Beseech, Teferi. You know, just got a lot of potential here. I think I'll lead on Thoughtseize turn 1 also. The Stone Rain is very funny against my Borderpost here. I get to go next turn Borderpost, and just not have a land in play. Yeah, I'm not gonna play around top deck counterspell if they do. If they did draw one, it's not like a super big deal either. Running out of Snapcaster. You'd love to see it. I haven't seen the Sulfur Falls. Looks so washed out. Ever Snapcaster Stone Rain? I don't think I ever have. Let's not just lose the top deck counterspell here. Again, having discard spell is just such a big deal. Yeah, we'll just take their Snapcaster Mage and then actively hope that my opponent Stone Rains me next turn. It's a funny place to be. We also can like bait them to tap. So we can start our turn next turn by cracking the fetch. If they're just holding up Tidebinder, there's a good chance they'll Tidebinder that, and then we get to As Foretold. But also, if they just do this, this is super nice. They tap out, they play their Misty. If they top decked Spell Pierce, you know, we can cry, and that's, you know, just a very normal thing for this stream to get top deck Spell Pierce out of the game. We have to discard a card actually, but they have to sack 3 lands to the Snapcaster, so I think we'll happily enough discard a Thoughtseize. Switch Stone Rain for Pillage. Yeah, they're like Blue Moon Brain. They're like just you know what I mean. So they kept their Tidebinder. Oh, sorry, they just kept all the cards in their hand. Duh. I'm gonna grab Teferi here. Well, the opponent's pausing. I'm not gonna play around like Spell Pierce. Not so bad if they have it. You can go for a draw step, restore balance. Okay, they drew 4, so I'm glad they drew it this turn and not last turn. Take the 2 for 1. Could also just again, we can actually again next turn go Profane Tutor for Teferi, draw step, restore balance. If we feel like we want to restore balance, I think balance has already been kind of restored. You know what I mean? We can Profane Tutor on their turn also if we want. Although not getting the chance. Do you think Tashana plus Stone Rain is sick? I don't know. They have so many 3-drops in their deck. They're a Flame of Anor's Stone Rain. Yeah, I play 0 mana Demonic Tutor. Yes, please. Playing against Living in last night, that matchup seemed awesome. Being a Teferi Restore Balance deck. Up against what at first glance might appear to be Yawgmoth. But I have a sneaking suspicion for some reason that this is, in fact, I think I still have to play my Borderpost turn 1 though, so I can have the ability to... I need to get Island here. Sneaking suspicion, in fact. But probably Yawgmoth. Okay, yeah. Okay. So, let's go ahead and take a peek. Infect runs Gristna. Oh, dang. They started playing good cards. Grist is actually, that's a Planeswalker. That doesn't get balanced. Hope they play the Blood Artist and Dryad Arbor. Guess we're gonna get hit for a bunch. And I have the Grist Ultimate. We'll be okay. We'll be fine. So you don't have to discard any cards, opponent, but you have to sacrifice... Oh, they didn't play their land? They just straight up didn't play their land. So I have a Lotus Bloom coming down next turn. We also Karn for Needle, Needle the Grist, and then... Could also Karn for Zuran Orb and Restore Balance again. That seems probably a little bit better. Maybe a no, or one card in their hand, maybe. How does Dryad Arbor work with Restore Balance? Does it count as a creature and a land, or creature or land? Probably and. Zuran Orb also... Oh my gosh, I think I misclicked. Okay, I need to be more mindful about this Zuran Orb. I didn't misclick. But I'm a little bit less soft to the Grist Ultimate, gaining some life here. So they go into one card in their hand. No board state besides the Grist. I guess if they can go land, creature, edict my Karn, that could be some problem. That would have to be their exact 2 cards. Land, 1 drop. Okay, so Needle on Karn seems fine. Also, I guess we're one short of casting Wurmcoil. Anything else we could do? I think I'm fine with the Needle plan here. Can Kaheera next turn off the As Foretold. Don't Needle Karn. Good advice. It's better to... I think I'll save the Inquisition for a turn. Just like the old companion rule, huh? Go, Kaheera, go! You got 21 life points to deal. 22. So they can cast a Strangleroot Geist next turn. We will have to draw something eventually. Their Chord is also starting to be kind of live too. Okay, that is something eventually. So if I get Karn, I have... Maybe I get Beseech. Yeah, I think getting them to no cards and no lands is probably correct here. Lose a creature to him. The very least doesn't seem that bad. I don't know. I just don't really mind like sacking a bunch of stuff here because this As Foretold just lets me cast whatever I want. Could maybe sack the Zuran Orb. This might actually just let Kaheera go the distance. They have no lands, no cards, one creature. Rhinos would be awesome here. I don't know. It's just like the Rhinos are pretty off plan, I feel. People also just can't emotionally handle the plan. Yeah, Thoughtseize hitting Yawgmoth and Force of Vigor probably makes it better than Inquisition here. But we're getting the pushes. I guess I could go down on Teferis. Keep it all the discard. Keep one Teferi in. Could answer Needle. Nor's the 18th. Think he'll come back. Rhino's a lot better than Electro Dominance version. Yeah. Electro Dominance version is so cool. Yeah, I know, kind of a crazy list, but very fun. I'm glad we circled back to it. This was the first deck I played after Wildsville Drain, and then obviously we had a very busy season after that. Delighted Halfling, delighted to be balanced. Oh. Okay, we have Karn and Teferi. I guess only one Teferi. But that was a good pickup. We also can't Profane Tutor. So we have to draw Beseech, one of Teferi. I guess we're bringing more Teferis back in. Beseech Karn before they get their thing going. It's a lot of outs. It's like 9 outs. We also have Kaheera to save us. Did you Grist? It's a pretty good one. Yeah. Karn, Beseech. Well, they can't cast Beseech next turn. And then our one of Teferi. They played Besiege You as a land. They have Yawgmoth. They didn't attack with halflings. So they have Yawgmoth or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I guess I don't know why they didn't attack with this. And a Chord for Rexage. Hardcast Force of Vigor. Yikes. Okay, maybe we have lost time. No cards in their hand for the Thoughtseize. Oh, right. No red mana. Man, I want to build Keaton Borderpost. That sounded so sick, too. Is there a green-blue Borderpost? Remember, I think there's only the allied color Borderposts. It's not that big a deal. Yeah, no green-blue. Probably go to game 3 now. Maybe image 3 will give us the missing set. I'm gonna go to game 3. Man, if we were on to play that game with the Thoughtseize the Chalice. Oh, let me bring in more of these though. Oh, it's fuck too late. I guess on the play we can. The discard spells are also better. If we had one Borderpost, his hand's pretty nice. Kind of hard to mulligan this hand though, right? Let's keep it. We draw a Borderpost, we're super happy. Have a lot of good draws. Scared of them having the Chalice, I guess. Would it have been good to spin stuff earlier? Because if you just draw an answer, you lose the Chalice anyways. Well, I was thinking that we had this As Foretold to cast our 0 mana stuff from hand, right? Then that got Force of Vigored. Then we lost. So it's kind of nice that these both come down the same turn. Lovely draw. Kind of weak to Force of Vigor. What else is new? Yeah, if they have another Chalice, we'll probably get toasted. Although we do get to go Karn, kill the Chalice, Beseech the following turn. They love tapping their Halfling for like weird colors. So maybe they'll like draw off their Orc to try to find the Chalice or Force of Vigor. They didn't draw off their Orc, which has me pretty concerned here. So do I get Fatal Push to play around Force? Maybe I just get another Borderpost to try to Beseech next turn. Could combo me off, though. I'll just get another Borderpost. Nobody plays Force of Vigor, as you've said. They have 4 cards in their hand, I guess. They only have 5 cards in their hand, I guess. Okay, I can beat one Thoughtseize. take one of my 2 Karns, which I guess makes sense because I don't have extra Beseech fodder. Oh, they have Besiege you? So if I Beseech for balance here, it's not really doing anything. It's just an edict, basically, right? How is it just an edict here? I was scared of Bowmasters. Like, I kind of want to get Teferi and bounce the Yogg and maybe set up for, like, a instant speed Beseech on their turn. Edict plus discard 1, yeah. It is the best against Bowmaster, kinda. It's obviously scary to let them untap with those. I could get As Foretold, and the next turn search up, restore balance, and then have As Foretold in play. I could also go Karn this turn. Yeah, Karn gets Zuran Orb. My opponent didn't like play anything else this turn, so I probably should play the Karn, huh? And then I'll minus. You can plus, but minus plays better around Bowmaster, plus with the Pendlehaven in play. Unban Faithless looting, 5 months. 1 day looting will be free. Hell yeah. Free and timeless, you can play that format. That format's basically no banless modern, right? Could they get the Arbor? Just gotta hold, huh? It was a close turn. Feels like we're playing with Fire, leaving Yogg in play. I know, but it's like last turn, it's not like they did anything. I mean, if they have Bowmaster, it was tough, but like it's not like they like already have things to like combo off with. It seems pretty unlikely they're gonna kill me with the Yogg this turn, and if they just draw a bunch of cards, it's okay. We're kind of weak to like them maybe drawing Chalice off Yawgmoth, but we're not super likely, I think, to die to the Yawgmoth here. But we'll see. I don't know. Famous last words. Cauldron is really good here. Huh. I guess I go down to 1 land? Maybe I... Ugh, such a pain. I guess I see kind of a fun line where I can go Beseech for... Oh, if I don't have enough mana to go Beseech for push and... Push. This is a white Borderpost, or not a black Borderpost. Oh, it's so tough. Okay, I'm just gonna sack the Zuran Orb and restore balance. Make the biggest stir down to 2. Wait, you don't have Force, do you? Oh, dude, if they have Force, they could blow me out so bad. You can sack the Borderpost to cast a push. I don't have 4 black mana. I would need 4 black mana. I'm not going to. I'm not gonna Beseech for push. I was gonna get As Foretold Tutor push off this thing, right? Okay, so they have a Cauldron and 2 cards in their hand. Hopefully no lands, but it seems kind of likely they have some lands. They discarded an Overgrown Tomb, so probably has lands. If we can draw a Black Source fast and suspend this Profane Tutor, I'll be pretty happy. They don't have Dryad Arbor anymore, notably. Yeah, I'm keeping Borderpost over the Zuran Orb here for sure. Wandering with the 7 months, thank you, welcome back. Maybe I should have kept one land though. I'm not sure. Oh, they did the inverse. They kept the wrong thing. Although, seems like they're doing okay. They're hitting their land drops. You know, we don't have that many lands in the deck either. Maybe I fucked up here. Yeah, I think we should have kept one land. Yeah, probably be just winning this game. Yeah, tough deck for sure. Really got to work for it with this one. Yeah, I'm excited for MKM too. No, funny that they have Yogg. It's not, you know, that good with the Cauldron already giving them Yogg. Land? Alright, I have messed this game up, huh? Playing Beseech for Foretold instead of the bounce last turn. Well, but then you do nothing. But I mean, we talked about that. That line seemed pretty bad. I think just to do basically nothing for 2 turns in a row. I think the line was just to keep a land and get to spin Profane Tutor, get to play your Borderpost that you draw. Not sure we're going to keep a land. I mean, we're in a much better shape. Tutor would get to come down, get to play the Borderpost. I don't know. We're not winning for sure, but like we're probably a little ahead. I think if we could have besieged for As Foretold and then Tutor Profane, I think opponent having first turn initiative still makes winning there pretty difficult. Well, based on like what happened after, like it didn't seem like my opponent having one more land was gonna put them super far ahead. I don't think we were locked to win, but I feel like we were in a much better shape than sacking all our lands. Is all I'm trying to say. Sunken Citadel on black, so probably up against Coffers. Super duper nice to be on the play against Coffers, where this stuff just comes down before their Karn does. Unless they have Urborg, Coffers, Sunken Citadel, exactly. Which I guess is in the realm of possibility. Well, I guess they just need a Cabal Coffers plus 2 Karns in their hand. It's kind of asking a lot, but we'll see if they have it. I'm going to Thoughtseize them here to play around it. Cabal Coffers plus 2 Karns would get me so good here. Okay, love that they're playing that. Okay. So they don't have the Cabal Coffers to top deck Karn either. Hand looking pretty bad. Don't mind the Thoughtseize so much. Like, I'm not super happy this was their draw, but it's okay. They took the Karn, which I don't think was necessarily the best card in my hand here. I'm also not 100% sure what I'm Profane Tutoring for, though. I think I'd probably Profane Tutor for Restore Balance or As Foretold, and then Beseech for the other one. Or, sorry, Profane Tutor for Restore Balance, and then Beseech for As Foretold, put it into play, and then cast the Restore Balance off the As Foretold with the Profane Tutor able to be cast off the As Foretold next turn. Seems right, I think. I think we might as well Thoughtseize first. So they're going to go down to 1 card in their hand, 1 land. Yeah, I thought about playing Mox Tantalite. It wasn't my first draft, actually, over 4 of the Borderposts, but that was before I had Teferi, and I feel like the fact that Mox can't cast Teferi on turn 3 was a big problem. I do not think the Suspend Soul Ring is better, though, because doesn't cast Beseech or Teferi very well. Also, you can't turn 1 Borderpost and Soul Ring, but you can turn 1 Mox and Soul Ring. It's just you have to also wait. You just have to wait so long for Mox, and the payoff is just not that high. I just think the Borderposts are better than the Mox. Which land did they keep? Citadel. Makes sense, I guess. So we could cast a Karn this turn. Teferi'd also be pretty good. Because we could go draw step, restore balance next turn. It's probably just better to like Karn Coating. Karn and get land? Get land. I have no lands to get. Maybe we're a misunderstanding. Target the Urboard. Next turn I can actually kill my own land to restore balance. I would love to take that line. Take a screenshot of this. Yeah, float for no reason. And I just remember Karn Coating. Karn turns artifacts into creatures with power toughness equal to their mana value, and you can use Coating to turn lands into artifacts to turn them into 0/0s to kill them. Is restore balance symmetrical? Would you have to discard that? We'd have to discard 1 card, but I'm pretty down to discard 1 card to get my opponent down to no lands when I have Karn Coating in play. Seems like a good trade-off. Don't love this one. Let's keep. I guess Inquisition is kind of shitty in this matchup because it doesn't hit any other important cards, so I guess I put it back. Says Kaheera, this deck's only win con. No, I don't know why people think Karn can turn your shit into creatures. We have a Wurmcoil Engine to grab. We can lock them under Teferi Knowledge Pool. I don't know. There's just sometimes if there's no Celestial Colonnade, chatters can't see the win condition. And yes, Kaheera can also help you win the game. Okay. Yeah, so I think this is kind of like race to card matchup, you know. They have a Karn. This next turn we're in bad shape. we're in very good shape if they don't, and we just get to go tutor up As Foretold, restore balance. Another Profane Tutor coming down next turn. I guess we could still do that, but the Karn is going to solo us. Okay, although now we have to get Beseech. Maybe? So if I get Beseech, I cast Beseech, I sack the Borderpost. They discard a card, sack a land, sack their Voidwalker, and then I have another Profane Tutor coming down next turn. Which can get Karn, maybe? I think that seems like an okay plan. I can't let them cast a Tutor with the Voidwalker. Oh, can also draw that. Huge to be able to get As Foretold here instead, because just taking up the As Foretold post-restore balance is so good. So they sack a land, discard 2 cards now because I was able to use the card I drew. And sack the Voidwalker. What is this? Pointless Spellmaster. I guess pings me for 1. It's better than discarding it, maybe. I guess they could also float mana. Oh, they're marching. Marching, okay, sure. What did they pitch? They pitched, Oh, it's funny that the card's even... I guess it kills Planeswalkers. They pitched another March. So they sack their Swamp. They also would need a land to be able to cast a 4-drop this turn. There's the land, though. So what's my tutor here? I could get another restore balance, and I could just, like, sack both of my lands, fail to find. Yeah, I mean, Coffer just has an awful sideboard. I'm not actually that surprised. Yeah, I think I kind of like that. Just getting them down to a spot where their top decks are so bad, and like I have my As Foretold ticking up to cast whatever, including that counts as whatever. I guess I'll also suspend this Profane Tutor so that I get their last card out of their hand. Feel okay just waiting on it. Although we could have also Profane Tutored for Teferi, cast Teferi, and then restore balance on their turn. I guess I could still do that. Yeah, let's do that. We only get 1 land from them this way. This deck is so sick. But we get to get their draw step, and we get to keep them off of like being able to cast a top deck 4-drop. It seems like the best line. Why not just play the Vista? I was gonna play it and sack and fail to find, but I feel like this line was better. Okay, they discard Urborg, discard Emrakul. I think I'll wait a turn on the Teferi minus because of Thoughtseize. Yeah, this build feels pretty reasonable. I don't know. Our record isn't like crazy or anything, but we've been doing the thing every single game. A lot of times, like with discard to like fight through permission pretty well. Yeah, I'll just mind drop them again. Draw step, mind drop. Getting this As Foretold up to 4 is really nice too because of our top decks. Yeah, it's very so nice in this deck. It helps you fight through permission. It lets you beat Needle on Karn also. To be able to bounce the Needle is really important. And being able to like instant speed balance and instant speed Beseech is really good too. Instant speed Profane Tutor sometimes. Could be Kaheera time soon. Discard another Urborg and a Troll. So better than Mind Drop. Okay, draw a card. Don't think it's quite Knowledge Pool time. I could get Borderpost. Oh, I can't cast the Borderpost. I can't cast this Borderpost. I'm gonna get the Coating. Do they have answers to enchantments? Not really. I mean, I guess Karn for like Leveler, right? Nothing that could really top deck in this spot. Then we get to kill the Urborg, and unfortunately they probably conceded before we knowledge pull them, but it's a good problem to have, I guess. How's the presentation going? So I have the PowerPoint made. It's very long. I'm planning on recording Saturday after the stream. But also there's going to be more spoilers potentially, but right now I have 30 slides. It took yesterday off stream to make the PowerPoint. And hopefully we'll get a couple more cards, but it's going to be a long video. I'm trying to do also just like nearly each card by itself instead of like grouping the cards so much. I there's like a couple exceptions. Like I grouped some of the players in Delny together. Group these 4 together. Toxin analysis for Pioneer. This is like slight upgrade to the Goblins deck. Wait, spoilers are done. I thought that I looked online and said the official spoilers are done tomorrow or today, Friday. But maybe they are done. I'm not actually sure. I didn't have chat to tell me yesterday. Am I gonna be a ley line inside? Yeah, we are gonna be cooking. This will be us. We're gonna be cooking for sure. I'm just gonna put this here. This is my opponents. Take us some time to show up. We'll definitely be ley line of the guild pacting. These are kind of also like. Yes, well, okay, full spoilers are done. Good to know. I'll make sure I didn't miss anything. I'll do like a once over. I'll do a once over, but I'm planning to record after tomorrow's stream, or yeah, I can't do after today. I have D&D tonight. Yeah, I don't know if we actually want a blue Tinder plus Leyline, but it sounds like a dream for sure. What do these call? I think this card's unplayable in Modern. Could be a good Pioneer card. I thought about adding it to the PowerPoint for that, but I don't even think Boris Convoke really wants to play 3 drops, and I don't know. I mean, it could maybe, and this card could maybe end up being better than Recruiter, but probably not. I don't know. Unplayable in Modern, I imagine. The Grew Uncommon Sorcery. I have that on the PowerPoint, but I think the card will end up being unplayable in any format. The math just doesn't work on it. I just could not imagine playing a deck that has 24 hits for it. Like the mana curve just sounds like nauseating. Unplayable Mothra seems like the best anthem ever. I mean, Force of Virtue is a better anthem probably, but best anthem ever is also not a glowing review. Anthems are pretty bad, right? I think I'd play this, so if they Thoughtseize my Beseech, I can like cast a top deck 4-drop maybe, or like Profane Tutor for a 4-drop. The card, the card is undeniably like super dope, of course. You know what I mean? The super dope don't win games. Well, sometimes I guess. Okay, so I do have a Profane Tutor coming down here. I'm gonna have 4, 5, 6, 7. So not enough to Beseech or Tutor for Karn, and then Beseech for Restore Balance for Zuran Orb. Probably will end up Profane Tutor for Restore Balance, Beseech for As Foretold. To another Beseech. This kind of stink that I don't have the extra black. Can I go Beseech for another Borderpost? No. Well, I mean, it tapped. So I can either make my opponent sack a land or go down to 1. one card in hand. Let's make them sack a land, I think. Hey, Toborg, yeah, I knew this would be your kind of deck for sure. So we do have another Profane Tutor coming down next turn. Oh yeah, Flowering of the White Tree also really good Anthem, but... Yeah, no Kaheera, want to keep your hand emptier, of course. Being a little goofy in the Nudist Wedding Room. I don't know if goofy is the word I'd use. I'm pretty used to chilling in the Nudist Waiting Room. Feeling some kind of way. Tutor for Teferi here, probably. I'm gonna bounce the Fable here. Wait, they kept some of those cards over Lightning Bolt or Molten Collapse? That's funny. Yeah, I actually need to put an order at coolstuffinc.com with 5% off using code SPIKE for some of the new cards. And I encourage all of y'all to do the same. I can make them discard their hand, but their hand sucks, so let's grab a Karn. Oh, you know what? You're right. They probably misclicked on the balance. Damn. The card's most powerful ability. Yeah, then we get to get... okay, although they have the ability to tutor an answer to the bridge, but getting Ensnaring Bridge against Titan is really, really good. I do have one more swamp. I guess I'll just grab it before I run out of fetchables or draw for turn. Yeah, I think if they like spend their turn, like I guess they do have these Undying effects though. That's the problem. But if they tutor for like main deck Kolaghan's Command, although they maybe just don't even have a main deck answer to it, they're gonna get a land off Voidwalker. Maybe. I mean, their hand is like Fatal Push, Undying, Mystery card. I think if they have main deck Kolaghan's Command, they probably go Undying, cast that. Not that they necessarily have a main deck Kolaghan's Command. Are people main decking Kolaghan's Command right now? Maybe they are. Wait, what? Oh, I think they're trying to beseech sacking the Voidwalker. But why would they want to do that? Yeah. Oh, I guess just so they could put it into play. Wait, they already had the Wicked Roll token though. Yeah, they didn't need to cast the second Undying thing, right? Like they just wasted their They're Not Dead After All, didn't they? I think they maybe thought they could sack the Voidwalker, is kind of what I'm thinking. So they did get another Molten Collapse. But we're, got them under the bridge for now. The Cursed Totem, I guess. Stops both Reflection and the Voidwalker ability here. We'd have to eventually kill our bridge to win the game, but I don't think that's... But we'll like Teferi, or my opponent will just concede, but we'll Teferi Knowledge Pool before that happens. Yeah. Maybe like one Inquisition, two Thoughtseize. Being able to Thoughtseize Grief is really a big deal. Actually, they like won me the game like last, or it was super important last time we played the matchup. Just gonna keep it in three of these. Although then I guess I also kind of remembered I wanted to trim some of these and didn't have the time, and then So maybe I do 3-2, 4-1. Let's do 3-2. And then 2 Teferi. Yeah, there's no prelims today, unfortunately, but tomorrow we're going to do the Pioneer Qualifier plus Modern Challenge. It'll be fun. Fun tournament day tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know what I'm playing. I haven't really looked at the metagame too much. I will probably play Amalia, but I might play Mono Green. If it looks like Amalia is less popular for some reason. Because of the blue white, because I blue white's supposed to be more popular or something, and I think Mono Green's pretty good against blue white. Rakdos Blue White Phoenix, Somalia's number 3, 7.8%. Yeah, kind of hard to play Amalia with this fucking 13.3. You know what I mean? Dude, Ragavan plus Chalice. That's gonna be a tough one to combat. Only we're on the play here. Guess that's what we got. Game 3, 4. We also have outs to the Chali. Lotus Field is pretty good against control. Yeah, could play Lotus Field. Wait, is Lotus Field bad against Amalia? It's probably a little slower, right? It's probably not super bad into it. Yeah, I've been thinking about playing Suspiria over Ragavan in the Grillstorm deck too. Chalice now favored over EE against Rhinos. Well, I don't know. There's also a good amount of living end. I'm gonna cast that. Yeah, they could sack a treasure too. Probably go to game 3. Isn't there something about the Rakdos matchup for Lotus Field that makes it worse than it used to be? NT / Shieldred, maybe? No, Lotus Field does look pretty fucking sick. I don't know. Okay, I do know we're probably... well... pretty good draw. And then I could suspend Profane Tutor if I feel like I have to top deck a 4-drop exactly next turn. Kind of feel okay. I don't know. I can also draw Teferi and Inquisition, so I have 10 outs. I'll do it, I think. Seems right. I also need to learn Lotus Field a little bit, but can I learn it in an evening? Probably. So this does mean if they take my Inquisition that I can't Teferi bounce Chalice, Inquisition Chalice. That is what they take here. So now we're looking to draw Karn or Beseech this turn, lest we lose the restore balance, and seems unfortunate it's that's the case. Still, if they continue to draw kind of bad, then top deck Karn is super nice. Maybe also spin Lotus Bloom next turn. If we draw a Plains or another one of these, we could cast Kaheera to check the Ragavan, although it really only blocks once because they have double Undying Effect in their hand, probably at this point, at least one that we know about. Profane Tutor gets Chaliced. Big draw step for me. Turn too slow, huh? Yeah, there's a lot of resources. I actually bought a guide to it for like the RC testing season and didn't like read it all the way through, but I still have that one that I could look at. Okay. Swingy game, coming back a little bit from that, like, them hitting Beseech, cast the Shield Grid. Turn 1 Ragavan Chalice. Got hit by Ragavan 5 times this game, or 4 times this game. Death Touch for players. Winning through Thalia effects. Yeah, there's like sections about that kind of stuff. I'll just maybe read it during D&D or something. So you're thinking about attacking me versus attacking Karn, I would imagine. They go for me. Hit me for the 5th time. They hit Karn? Dude, Ragavan is great. They probably don't have too many targets for it, but it does turn off my border posts, unfortunately. Although if they minus, I can kill the Karn with my Karn. What class am I in D&D? Good question. Oh, I'm playing, I guess I'm playing 3 campaigns right now. 2 of them are Pathfinder, and then I'm DMing a D&D campaign. I've been playing a rogue for, like, levels 1 through... We just became level 12. 1 through 12 in Pathfinder. Okay, what's the play? Dude, that was a swingy Ragavan. Can't we solve the Ragavan problem if we get Bridge? Well, I mean, Ragavan's not the problem. Karn is the problem. And if I get Bridge, I can't attack the Karn. Yeah, it's not the needle. It's not the activated abilities. It's just the fact that it's turning off my mana. Yeah, Pathfinder 2e. Christmas Sweet 13 months. Suspend received a functional update. I've not heard anything about that. I'd love to get some details though. Okay, now we probably have to get Bridge. This is coming down next turn, but it's, turned off by the Karn. We'll probably be dead to the Karn. No longer mandatory to cast a suspend spell? Not the most relevant ever, I suppose. Yeah, buff to Living End. That's kind of it. And that's kind of it for this game. Game 3. Tough. I think we were doing pretty good if they didn't hit, second good 4 drop off the Ragavan. Maybe even go up a Discord spell on the play, down a Fatal Push. I think I want 2 Teferi still, and I think I really want to have a discard on turn 1 on the play. Which we don't have, unfortunately, but we do have a keep. Just hope they don't have a Chalice. Yeah, I wonder why they changed that after all these years. I don't know. Maybe they're bringing back... Oh, you know what? They must be bringing back Suspend for Image 3, right? It must be an Image 3 thing if they're going to change Suspend. Also, when does... The Image 3 is the next set that comes out after Murders. Is that right? And we don't have a release date. I was trying to figure it out the other day, and I couldn't quite get the details, but... Image 3 should be coming out very soon. Suspend and Doctor Who. I see. Yeah, I didn't really look at any of the Doctor Who stuff. Image 3 is summer. So I looked online and said Image 3 is Court Q2. Thunder Junction. Come on. Thoughtseize plus Chalice. On a 5-card hand, I guess we'll take it. I'm dreading MH3. You can dread it. I dread it, run from it, MH3, arise, all the same. Do I Kaheera here? Yeah, I think so. May, June for PT Amsterdam. Okay. Quite the mold of 5. Four drop. Rest in peace, sweet Kaheera. Can't wait for the new duo colored evoke spells that come out Image 3. I kind of predict that there will be no pitch cycle this time around, but we'll see. I think if there is a pitch cycle, they're going to be like Force of Virtue power level probably. I think that they're very aware of the angst. And I actually don't know why they would print another pitch cycle. I don't know why they would. It feels like it would be a huge mistake to do so. It doesn't feel like the format needs more pitch cards. I really just think they're not going to. But if they do, I think they'll be like, pretty underpowered probably. Because it sells people like. You know what sells? Good sets. You know what I mean? It sells is not this gotcha that everyone always seems to think it is. Pitch cycle free money. Like these chatters. Stop just please stop. Okay, I thought about it. Please stop regurgitating Reddit comments. Think for yourselves. Think for yourselves for like 2 seconds. Stop with the it sells packs to print the pitch cards. Let's please think for ourselves. Not just repeat the same tired points over and over and over again. Plenty of cards. This is not the only one to sell packs. It's such a tired point, and it's just cool hand. Power creep is like 2019 to 2021. We've entered complexity creep era. Yeah, and I'm kind of enjoying the complexity creep era too. Guess I played this Borderpost so that I could Teferi next turn potentially. Just not really that scared of this Flame of Anor. That being said, I think I still. No, I'll just take. Yeah, I'm okay if they draw 2 or if they Stone Raid me. My issue, it feels like complexity creep means consistency creep. Yeah, I don't know. This is just. You can have your issues with it. It's okay. It's always allowed. And I also feel like modern gamers and like Magic players are still like hard mentally stuck in the 2019 through 2021 era, but it's it's 2024 now. Card design has been really good for a long time. Also, I feel like we are in a really good age of card design. It's not perfect. It will never be perfect. I say this all the fucking time. Not perfect will never be perfect, but shit is good right now. It's like there's just been very few mistakes since MH2. When it used to be like multiple mistakes every set. Could maybe have cracked the Lotus to maybe be able to double Teferi this turn if they drew a counter. Or ring totally not a mistake rather. Yeah, every time I say this fucking shit, it's like I say relatively few mistakes over like 3-year period, and like people go, actually, but these like 5 mistakes that have happened. You know what I mean? It's like I'm accounting for these in my assessment here. The like 5-ish mistakes that have occurred. Maybe I should cast the As Foretold before they can Flame of Anor. But I kind of want to be able to, I don't know, say Beseech, maybe play second Teferi. Like I know there are 5-ish mistakes over the, and not even maybe not even that many. It's like Beanstalk, One Ring, Leyline Binding, maybe. Like I think clearly Beanstalk, One Ring, and like a lot of like less clear mistakes like Bowmaster, Binding, that kind of stuff. Just isn't that just kind of like pretty normal level of mistakes over a 3-year period? Cauldron, I wouldn't. Yeah, it's like all the other ones are like, do you count these as mistakes? Like, do we count just any good playable card? I feel like Cauldron's an awesome, like well designed, like super interesting card. Definitely like a complexity creep card, but a cool one. You could have minus on Borderpost and then cast Beseech that turn to pick up Swamp and replay. No, because that's only if I draw. No, because I cost a mana to Borderpost. Borderposts are in 0. Are Triumphs a mistake? Well, Triumphs weren't in. Were they in the Capenna ones? But at that point, you just kind of had to print them. Like Triumphs were more than 2 years ago. But you know what I mean? Like two or three design mistakes over the course of like 2.5 years is like super duper reasonable. And honestly, even like the One Ring, I don't think was a well balanced card. Is also like still a 4-mana card draw spell in Modern, and the format is just like super easy, able to handle it. And the One Ring is like just like a good Modern card, you know. We'll talk about the scoop. I mean, Teferi's really good against them, you know. Their handle's probably pretty bad. The problem is those mistakes warp the format. I don't know. This conversation just never ends up going anywhere. But like, it's just all like buzzwords and fucking like, dude. They're problem cards that warp the format. That's what design mistakes are. It's like to say that design. The problem is those design mistakes warp the format, just like every other design mistake that's ever happened in Magic's history. But I don't know that you could point to a time period of 2.5 years and see less design mistakes. I don't know if there is a single. I can't think of a single period in Magic's history where there's just been a lower density of like fuck ups. Fuck ups are also like, in a lot of ways, they're not that bad of a thing. It's just like it's way better for there to be like some push cards, some cards that are mistakes, some cards that are too good, than like every set be a original Ixalan, you know, just like super boring and underpowered. It's very difficult to strike that balance. Cons Theros RTR very easily. Theros was fucked up like really hard. Like standard went from like best ever to like ruined, right? Also RTR had Deathrite Shaman. I think it's mostly just nostalgia glasses. There's also like Cons of Tarkir block is the Treasure Cruise format. You literally just have nostalgia glasses. We've listed like Deathrite Shaman set into the like Gray Merchant, like awful standard environment, into the Treasure Cruise Dig Through Time set. And that's also in a smaller. That's 1 year instead of 2.5 years. Literally just have rose-colored glasses. Literally, Cons by itself more design mistakes than the last 2.5 years alone. Alright, so if they have 2 pitch cards here, we got... Oh, it's only Stone Rain discard too. It's not like the end of the world. There's also like definitely another RTR block card I'm forgetting. Didn't go think of it 13 months. We're arguing today, it seems. I'm totally blanking though. Wait, is this coming down this turn? Whoa, I free Demonic Tutor. Let's go. Alright, let's get Teferi. Verdict Street, those feel fine. I don't know if I call them design mistakes. So now I probably DT for Karn. Okay, so 3-2 that league. I'm having a good time with this. Let's play one more potentially.